Many first responders literally lived in radiation, sleeping in camps around the 30-kilometer inclusion zone. Radiation poisoning was excruciating, even if symptoms were slow to manifest. Radiation sickness pulled first responders away from their families while they recovered. Many first responders developed severe burns, some of which were internal a week later. First responding firefighters were so radioactive that their eyes changed colors and they were buried in lead coffins. It took just an hour for the first responders who ran into the reactor's core to become violently ill. The team led by Lieutenant Vladimir Pravik was rushed to the hospital, dizzy and vomiting, but it was too late. Most of the team died just 2 weeks later in the hospital, and the radiation had allegedly been so intense that it turned Pravik's eyes from brown to blue. Others sustained radiation blisters on their hearts. Many of the bodies of these first responders were so radioactive, they buried them in lead coffins. Surviving fireman Anatoly Zakharov, who didn't jump into the reactor's core, said everyone there knew the risks. Of course we knew. If we'd followed regulations, we would never have gone near the reactor. But it was a moral obligation, our duty. We were like kamikaze. Some first responders were exposed to more radiation than what was emitted at Hiroshima. According to a first-hand account by Anatoly Zakharov, a first responding firefighter, firefighters determined to squelch the blaze received more radiation than victims of Hiroshima. They had no protective clothing or dosimetric equipment, which measured the levels of gamma radiation. They even came in direct contact with some of the most radioactive parts of the plant. In the meltdown, the blazing radioactive debris, a mix of uranium fuel and graphite, fused to the asphalt on the roof of Reactor 3, and once firefighters put out the small fires, they would kick away the debris or pick it up with their hands and move it aside. When those fires were completely put out, they climbed into the glowing remains of the reactor's core alongside military personnel and put themselves right next to blazingly hot graphite. During Hiroshima, the bomb emitted gamma rays only at the instant it was detonated 2,500 feet above the ground. Chernobyl was constantly emitting gamma and neutron radiation just a few feet away. For reference, a fatal dose of radiation is about 400 rem, the amount a body will absorb in 60 minutes of exposure from a field of 400 Roentgen. The uranium fuel and graphite on the roof alone emitted 20,000 Roentgen an hour. The area around the core emitted 30,000 Roentgen an hour. It took just 48 seconds to absorb a fatal dose, which is why many first responders died a few short weeks later.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.